This is a typical sort of late 60s car radio. This is what you used to get when, if you wanted a radio in your car, you'd have to go and buy a... It's like a sort of a portable car radio. This used to slide into like a carrier inside the car. Long wave, medium wave only. It's probably early transistor design. This has been rescued from as you can see, from a sort of like a scrapyard. A friend of mine saved it because he knew I was interested in these sort of things. So I was just going to have a quick look at it and see if we can get any signs of life out of it. It's probably not much use. It's not in particularly good state. The cover's broken there. It's a bit of a mess. So we're just going to pop open and inside and have a quick look to see what we've got inside. It looks like it's suffered a bit of heat damage, possibly from being left in the car. You can see that there's quite a lot of distortion on that cover there. Remove this cover here. This looks like it probably takes an option for a battery. Look, there you go. It's still got the original. Was that a PP6? PP7. Oh, look at that. PP7 battery. Blimey, but that's dead. Wonder how old that is. Made in Britain. There you go. There's a date scratched in the bottom. 1988. So someone's obviously been using this to quite a late sort of era. I don't know why someone would be keeping a radio going that long, but anyway, let's have a look inside and see if we can see what's going on inside. Okay, so there's the insides. Typical sort of germanium transistors using the AF117s. They'll be useful. I mean, if I scrap this radio, the transistors themselves will be useful because they're, if they're working, they're worth their weight in gold. There's a screw. I heard something rattling around inside. There's a screw there and a washer stuck to the speaker. I don't know what that is. But you can see it's a classic design. These use a very low IF frequency, and I understand it's to reduce interference of the pickup from the ignition system and things like that. There's a good chance that this radio will actually show some signs of life if the transistors are okay. And what have we got here? So this is there's another filtering system here. It looks like aerial matching because you can access that from the side of the radio. So that's probably aerial matching. That looks like your detector diode there. So basically you've got the front end here and some trimming. These are trimmer capacitors, believe it or not. They look like inductors, but they're actually capacitors. They're like a sort of like a cylindrical cone with a slightly larger cylindrical cone inside, and you just mesh them further together to increase the capacitance. You've got your IF transformers here. So your audio output stage with a transformer coupling capacitor. Another transformer here. So this is probably like a driver between the preamplifier and the power amplifier. You've got probably AC128 maybe, I'm not sure, output transistors here. And the Mullard OC82, that's where all the IF stage, and that's probably the detector transistor. This is the IF strip here. So let's give it a go. Let's see if there's any signs of life. It all looks fairly well intact, and there's a good chance that probably these Phillips capacitors are still probably okay. So let's put some power on it and see what we get. We'll use the Roban Varex power supply, and then we'll just power it up and see if we get any signs of life. So let's plug that onto there. Give it 9 volts. Let's see if we get anything. Okay, a bit of crackling. Noisy volume pot. Let's get out a squirt of contact cleaner or WD-40. I'm not going to waste my expensive contact cleaner on this. The switches are a bit iffy as well. Pop this front panel off. Okay, so we've got some noise but not a lot. You can hear that in the background. Let's try an external aerial. Got a bad connection here somewhere. Probably wouldn't be surprised if it's one of these AF117s messing about. Good. There we go. Got a bare connection, and sounds like we've got probably tin whiskers on the IF stage. Let's connect this up to an external aerial. Just to give it a bit of a chance. I think that's the aerial connection there. Where's the aerial connection? No, maybe it's not. I bet someone knows where the aerial connection is on this, but I don't. Let's try. It's probably one of the connections on the back. It's got this multi-wave connection here. We've got the air. Well, you've got a medium wave, long wave error, so we should get something. So that's dirty switches or. Looks like the oscillator's stalling as well. There you go. AF117 problem, as always. Bit of motor boating as well, by the sounds of it. So we got a problem with the definitely a problem with these transistors. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this going with these transistors in here. Let's turn it off and give it a bit of a sharp. There we go. So it still works in a fashion. There's either a bad connection there or a dodgy transistor. I think it's a bit of both actually. That transistor's decidedly intermittent. It does actually look like a cracked joint probably on the board. Sounds quite strong as well actually.
Obviously at the moment, yeah, you look at the side of
there you go.
The irony of this.
There you go. So it's actually in pretty good working order. Well, if I can find that connection, I'm not going to bother restoring it because it's obviously been sitting around and it's not really worth doing anything with. They don't hold any value really in this condition. This one's pretty, as I say, pretty heat damaged. I'll pinch some of the caps. Some of these old mustard caps are quite nice to keep. Certainly the transistors are worth keeping. And I'll probably zap the AF117s and the AF116 here and reuse that in something else. But there you go. It's been sitting around for probably since this battery ran out in when it was at 86, so 96. Well, it's 20 years old. It's been sitting around and to a fashion still works. Anyway, thanks for watching.